Hi, hello, how are you? I can't keep a straight thought. Let's hope I remember my password. I don't know. I said sign in. Not allowed to sign in. I don't know what's happening. So, I went to like a festival with my sister today, and on the way home, because I've been having some productivity issues, what's new? So all week I was like, yes, Saturday I can do some work. And then today on the way home, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna do so much. Like, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna be so productive, right? Okay. So then I get home and I'm like, I don't want to do anything. So I was like, well, look, your makeup's already done, your hair's already done, like, you look kind of cute, kind of, like, at least film a video. The least horrible thing, oh my god, I'm gonna kill him. Thanks for ruining my backdrop, love you too. So I was like, filming a video kind of sounds okay, so do that, and if that's all you do, at least you got something done. Maybe it'll make you feel productive and you'll do more afterwards. So right now I'm not counting on it, but like at least I'll get a video filmed, something done. I don't know. Okay, so oh, I should probably tell you what we're gonna do before we start doing it. Hey, I'm kind of like upset about this backdrop. I mean, it didn't look great to begin with, but like he just ruined the whole thing. Whatever, that's my couch. It's not very aesthetically pleasing, but here we are. So I decided, are you just gonna sit back there and be cute for the whole video? Because as part of my birthday month video, it was supposed to be like a getting to know Sarah videos for like 30 days, 31 days. What is March? I don't know. But that didn't work out. So, I mean, it's still kind of a getting to know Sarah month, but like less. Keeping some of the mystery alive, right? Right. So, for Christmas, I got myself a 23&Me DNA kit. The way I heard about 23&Me was actually a YouTube video of someone reading their results. So I was like, well, that would be fun. It was really interesting to watch, and I thought it would be fun to film, and I thought it would be a fun way for you guys to get to know me. So I'm just gonna go through, like, look at my results and yeah, I explain them to you guys, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, we're just going to look at my 23&Me report together. Fun! Okay, let's go. I'm too much. View report. Okay, let's start with ancestry because we got the ancestry and health report. This video is a mess. How am I even gonna make it cohesive? So here's my little like wheel. It's very blue, which means my family kept it as white as humanly possible. It's all European. Literally everything is European. I have nothing else. Oh my god, literally. It says 100% European. Literally, like, my whole circle is blue. There's no other color in it. Like, there's shades of blue, but it's just all blue. So, it's 37.5% French and German, which is not surprising. I knew that my dad's family was French and my mom's family was German. From Hesse, Germany, or Hesse, Germany. And then 26.5% British and Irish. Greater London and County Cork, Ireland. 4.5% Scandinavian. 20.4% broadly Northwestern European. 6.1% Eastern European, which is like Eastern European with heavy influence. So Eastern Europe was heavily influenced by like Russia, but the genetic heritage of Eastern Europe traces back to the peoples living southeast of the Baltic Sea, as well as the most recent influx of Slavic-speaking peoples from north of the Black Sea, which also makes sense because I've always been told that some of my mom's family is from Czechoslovakia. Okay, so then we have 3.2% Southern European, so 1% Spanish, 0.6% Italian, 1.6% broadly Southern European, whatever that means, and then 1.8% broadly European, once again, whatever that means. Does that just mean like you're from here, we just don't know how? That's my guess. So yeah, the majority French and German, but really just a European mutt. It just makes me laugh that like there's no trace of anything whatsoever besides white. Could you mix it up a little bit, family? Apparently not. Okay, so I guess let's click on the French and German and see where that takes us. In the last 200 years, your ancestors may have lived in the following locations. Germany. That's all I got. Go away. We do not detect enough evidence of recent ancestry from Austria, Belgium, France, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, or Switzerland. So are they saying like I'm just German? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe, because yeah, it only gave a German town. So maybe I'm not French at all. Which, like, my maiden name is French, very French, so there's gotta be something. Although my dad found something somewhere that said like we weren't from France, we were from like right on the border of France and another country and another country. Does that make sense? Oh my god, you're so precious. I love you. She hates me. So Greater London, County Cork, plus 13 regions. This video is not going to be great. I apologize. I thought it would be interesting. Now I'm just babbling. Oh, this says I'm not really... Oh, okay. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Ireland has 26 administrative regions, and we found strong evidence of your ancestry in the following 5 regions. County Cork, County Dublin, County Mayo, County Kildare, and County Kerry. And in the United Kingdom, I'm freaking everywhere. Oh no, because they have 165 regions, and we are only in 10 of them. Greater London, West Yorkshire, Merseyside, Lancashire, Glasgow City, Belfast, South Yorkshire, Somerset, Devon, and Oxfordshire. Okay, this is so boring. I don't even know if this is gonna go on the internet because this is so bad. Okay, I guess let's see if there's anything else to look at on the ancestry part, and if there's not, we'll just go to the health part and maybe that'll be more exciting. Meanwhile, you can watch my dog sleep and pretend to listen to me babble. Give me that AdSense. Oh, okay. This is cool. Okay. I didn't see this before. This says, how many generations ago was your most recent ancestor from each population? Which this, I don't know how accurate this is because my family, at least my dad's side of the family, like we know when they came over and it was before America was America. Like a lot of people in my dad's family were pretty integral in making America America. So this is, I don't know how accurate. And my mother's family was also definitely over here before this. So I don't know. I don't know how to read this exactly is what I'm saying to you, but I will show you the picture of what it says and I'll like kind of read over it and tell you what it says. It says that like the British and Irish was 1 to 3 generations ago. So like between the 1900s and the 1960s. The French and German was 2 to 4 generations ago. So the 1870s to the 1930s. The Scandinavian and Eastern European were 4 to 7 generations ago. Spanish and Portuguese was 5 to 7 generations ago. No, 5 to 8 generations ago. And Italian was 5+ generations ago. Oh, learn about how to interpret this result. Let's go right there. That didn't help. Okay, this just says connect a parent on 23&Me to see what ancestries you inherited from each parent. Well, my dad's getting a kit for Father's Day, so stay tuned. Just kidding. This is already really boring. I'm not going to make you go through another one. Okay, so this is fun. This is like chromosomes and painted them with your ancestry composition results. The first 22 are called autosomes, and coming pairs of 2 each are represented by 1. Okay, so these are just like chromosomes painted with my heritage, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if there's any like science to it or if they just painted them for funsies, you know? I don't know. Do more with your ancestry composition results. View scientific details. Learn more about the reference populations we use to determine. No thanks. Discuss. Ooh, I could join a discussion with other 23andMe customers interested in ancestry composition results. That could be fun. Want to dive deeper and trace your genetic relatives? We begin with a free quote from a genetic genealogy research package offered by Legacy Tree, an independent genealogy service. When I'm not so broke, that's a thing I will do, probably. Let's see if scientific details has anything fun. So I started filming this video like, hey, you know, get something done and don't waste your cute face, which is not so cute in this lighting. But now I don't even know if I'm gonna use this video, so. Although if you're seeing this, I did use this video. Your ancestry composition results. I don't want to do this. Okay, so this just shows like the current ancestry populations, like the current places that they have studies from. So my Scandinavian, my 4.5% Scandinavian, it says, although we've detected Scandinavian DNA in your ancestral breakdown, we have not identified more specific locations that your recent ancestors may have called home. So I think it's Sweden, though. Is it Sweden or Norway? Whichever one is right next to France. That's the one that we like lived on the line, but we lived in Sweden or Norway. So like we have a French last name, but we're not French. I guess it's the same thing with my 6.1% Eastern European. It says that they have detected Eastern European DNA, but they can't identify which specific location we were from. But I will tell you, it was Czechoslovakia, even though that does not exist anymore. Okay, so it's like this with most. After the first two, so like my French and German were 37.5% and my British and Irish is 26.5%. After that, like they don't know where I was from. Maybe it's just because there's not enough DNA from there, but yeah, they don't know where the Scandinavians from. They don't know where the Eastern Europeans from. They don't know where the Spanish and Portuguese is from. They don't know where the Italian's from. Then I'm not Asian or Native American at all, which I thought I had some Native American, so that's slightly surprising. I'm not, oh god, I can't even pronounce that. Melanesian. I'm not South Asian, not Sub-Saharan African, and not Western Asian or North African. Nothing. I'm none of those things. I'm strictly European. My ancestors kept it as white as humanly possible. Okay, let's go to the health part. Maybe that'll be more fun. Why did I put this on like my bad side? Like I always take pictures on this side, so I put the camera when I'm always facing away. I don't know. Health overview. My dog is snoring. Can you hear that? She hates the camera too, so she'll wake up if I point it at her. So it won't let me zoom, but like, how cute is she? You're moving. Okay, health. Let's look at my health predisposition report. I don't smell lilacs. Sorry, I have lilacs in my wax melter thing. Okay, health Health predisposition report. These are the things that you can find out if you are predisposed for. Age-related macular degeneration, slightly increased risk. Hereditary hemochromatosis, what is that? Variant detected, not likely at increased risk. So I'm not likely to get it, but I do have an increased risk. I want to know what it is though. Hereditary hemochromatosis is a genetic condition characterized by absorption of too much dietary iron. This may lead to iron overload, which can cause damage to the joints and certain organs such as liver, skin, heart, and pancreas. So, okay, so this test includes the two most common variants linked in this condition, and I have one of the two variants. Interesting. Does not sound pleasant, but I definitely don't think that I have too much iron because I feel like I've had problems with low iron before. Type 2 diabetes, increased likelihood. That makes sense because my dad and my grandma both have diabetes, and my grandma's had it for as long as I can remember. Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. I don't know what that is, but I don't have it. Variants not detected. The same thing with BRCA1 and BRCA2. I don't know what those are, but I don't have any variants. I guess let's find out what they are. I'm sorry, my internet is so slow. I'm gonna have such a horrible time editing this video. Okay, alpha antitrypsin deficiency is a genetic condition that can lead to lung and liver disease. It's caused by decreased levels of the alpha-1 antitrypsin protein. And I don't have the two genetic variants that they tested for. Perfect. BRCA1 and BRCA2 are associated with increased risks of developing certain cancers. I don't have the three variants that they tested for, but there are more than 1,000 variants that are known to increase cancer. So I could still have a variant that's not included in this test. And I have quite a few family members who had quite a few different kinds of cancers. So, there's that. Celiac disease, variant not detected, which I guess she's kind of like distantly related, but I do have a family member, like a second cousin or something. I don't know. It's my mom's cousin's daughter, so I don't know how that fits in. But I'm sorry, I'm like looking at my bracelets and not the camera. But she has celiac disease, so I don't know how that would fit in if she's like too far away for it to show up in my system, or maybe it came from her other side of the family. That would make sense, Sarah. Good job. Familial hypercholesteremia? I'm gonna guess that has something to do with your cholesterol. I don't have it. G6PD deficiency. I was gonna look all these up, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Variant not detective. Hereditary amyloidosis. Hereditary amyloidosis. I don't know. Variant not detected. Hereditary thrombophilia. I'm gonna say that has something to do with your heart and your blood. Variant not detected. We're gonna look that one up though. Okay, so I should have known that. Hereditary thrombophilia is a predisposition to developing harmful blood clots. I don't have the variants for that either. Late onset Alzheimer's disease, variant not detected. Parkinson's disease, variant not detected. That's all very exciting, except I'm pretty sure my grandpa has Parkinson's, so I mean, I guess you can like still develop these diseases even if you don't have the variant, I would assume. I don't know. I'm not a geneticist. I like to think I'm like, somewhat intelligent. Learn whether you have genetic variants that may not affect your health but could affect your children's health. Okay. This is complete tutorial. I don't know. This is tutorial. How long is this tutorial? I'm scared we're starting the tutorial. I said start tutorial. Okay, I get it. It's just explaining to you how like carriers work. How like if you carry something and your partner carries something. This is confusing. If you carry something or your partner carries something, there's a 25% chance that your child is a carrier. But if you each are a carrier, then there's a 50% chance that your child is a carrier. Because you can carry genes for things and not necessarily have them. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but it's explaining this to me is what this tutorial is. Okay, so if you have 0 variants detected, you're likely not a carrier. If you have 1 variant detected, you're a carrier. Knowing what you carry before you have kids could be helpful for your future and their future. So I don't really seem to have variants for much of anything except for like type 2 diabetes, macular degeneration, and hemochromatosis. Whatever that is. Okay, let's look at the wellness report. Alcohol flush reaction. Facebook message. That is where you get, oh, interesting. Okay, so alcohol flush reaction is where you get really red in the face when you're drinking. And this says that people who experience flushing are also more likely to experience headaches, nausea, and sleepiness. When I drink, I do get really sleepy, but I am I am unlikely to have a flush reaction from alcohol. I'm likely to consume more caffeine. That's interesting to me because I do drink caffeine, but I don't feel like it affects me at all. Like I've never felt like it's given, like I've never, since I was like a kid, felt like it gave me a jolt of energy. I'm less likely to be a deep sleeper. I feel like I'm kind of middle of the road. Like I'm not a super heavy sleeper, but I'm not a super light sleeper either. It also very much depends on the day and the circumstances, how deeply I sleep. But I think that's everybody. Genetic weight predisposed to weigh more than average. True. However, I still need to figure out how to fix that. Please and thank you. Lactose intolerance, likely tolerant, which is true. There are people in my family who are intolerant, but I think only like 1 that I can think of off the top of my head. But I don't seem to have a problem with it. Muscle composition, common in elite power athletes. Stupid. It's even worse. What's going on? So I could have the physique of a power athlete if I really tried. Saturated fat and weight. Less likely to weigh more on high saturated fat diets. So maybe I should start eating lots of saturated fats. I don't know. Sleep movement. Likely average or less movement. My husband disagrees. I don't think I move that much, but he says I do. He could be crazy though. It's likely the best option. Okay, what do we have next? This part is a little bit more exciting, so maybe... Oh, so now that I went through the tutorial, now there's a whole carrier status report. So let's look through that and see if I'm a carrier for anything. I am not a carrier for anything. There's like 44 of these. Do you really want me to go through all of them? Probably not. So there's like 44 different things that it'll tell you if you're a carrier for. I'm not going to read them all because I have none of them, but there's like polycystic kidney disease, cystic fibrosis, hyperinsulinism, anemia group C, hereditary fructose intolerance, maple syrup urine disease? What is that? It's a rare genetic disorder. It is characterized by poor growth and feeding, slowed mental and physical processes, and urine with distinct sweet odor. That's so disgusting. A person must have 2 variants in order to have this condition. Okay. So, since I have no genetic variants, moving on. Look at so cute. Okay, let's go to traits. Explore the genetics behind your appearance and senses. Ew, 33 reports. Ew. Bunions. Less likely than average to have had a bunion. Thank God. Fear of public speaking. About 50-50 chance to have a fear of public speaking. Yes, she does. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on here before, but I actually made a little bit of an argument to one of my professors about why I should not be required to take public speaking. It didn't work, but I tried. So in his class, he had us reading. He was also the dean of the college. That's why I argued this with him. But in one of his classes, he had us read a book. It's called like the Strength Finder. And one of the ideas in the book is that when we bring home our report cards, our parents focus on like the bad grades and like what we're not necessarily as good at, and what we should be focusing on is like the things that we're better at and honing those skills and getting better at the things that we're just naturally better at. And so I told him, in that line of thinking, I don't have to take public speaking. And he said no. I'm pretty sure it's like a nationally required class in college, but whatever. I'm actually, I guess, not bad at public speaking. In like my public speaking classes, I got good grades. I just don't like to do it. It's terrifying, and like I have anxiety to begin with, and like an extreme fear of like being judged. So like if I'm doing something that someone else wrote, cool. Like I love plays. I love to sing. But like if it's something that I myself wrote, which is really weird now that I'm on YouTube, but like I just pretend you're not here. I'm just talking to a camera like a weirdo, right? Right. Anyways, back to this. Flat feet. Less likely than average to have flat feet. That's true because I have gigantic arches that I can find no support for. Ability to match musical pitch. About a 50-50 chance of being able to match a musical pitch. Not like I can do it, but not like phenomenally. Like I don't have perfect pitch. Not as much as I'd like to anyway. Asparagus odor detection. I don't know what that means. Likely to smell. Let's check that out. I'm scared. Like I don't want to know what it means. Yeah, no. So we did this test in my college science class. And I did not smell asparagus, but like it's gross and I don't want to talk about it. I'm sure you all know. You eat asparagus and then you pee, and like does your pee smell weird? Like I'm likely to have it, but I don't. Bitter taste. Likely can taste. Scientists believe the bitter taste sense developed to help animals detect toxins and poisons in food, but not everyone can taste the same things. So, Sarah, your genetics make you likely to be able to detect certain bitter tastes. 51% are likely to taste and 49% are unlikely to taste. So, do raw broccoli and Brussels sprouts taste bitter to you? Maybe. Kind of. I'm gonna have to go eat some broccoli. They taste like... Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cheek dimples. Likely no dimples. Does that count? No, that's just fat. You just have chubby cheeks. No dimples. Cilantro taste aversion. Slightly higher odds of disliking cilantro. It's not horrible, but it's not great. My brother-in-law, like if there's cilantro in it, he will not eat it. Like he can taste it and he hates it. Like I'm not that bad, but like I'm not really a fan of cilantro. Cleft chin. Likely no cleft chin. I actually feel like it looks like I do have a cleft chin right now. Sometimes I feel like it looks like I do, and sometimes I feel like it looks like I don't. And right now it looks like I do, and I hate it. Dandruff. More likely to get dandruff. True. Earlobe type. Likely detached earlobes. Yup. Earwax type. Likely wet earwax. That's disgusting. I don't pay enough attention to my earwax. Although you do not notice your neighbor's earwax, did you know it comes in 2 different types? Dry earwax is flaky and light colored compared to wet earwax, which is dark colored and sticky. That's gross. Eye color, likely brown or hazel eyes. True. I always describe my eyes as like amber or like honey colored because like this one you can see it better. It's just like a light brown. I feel like it's the color of a nice amber honey, you know? Fear of heights. Less likely than average to be afraid of heights. I never say I'm afraid of heights, but once I get to heights and like look down, it like my stomach is up in my throat and like I'm a little scared. Like those things where it's like a glass bottom, like I just want to crawl. Like that's terrifying. Which I don't know why you feel like that would save you, but like that's kind of the natural reaction. I don't know, it's weird. Finger length ratio. Likely ring finger is longer. So this is my ring finger. And it is longer than this one. Compelling TV. Freckles, likely a little freckling. I do have freckles. They're really light, so like you can't see them, but like on my nose there's some freckles. Yeah, no, you can't see those at all. Hair photo bleaching. More likely to experience hair photo bleaching. I'm pretty sure that's where like, okay, here it is. Yeah, it's where your hair gets lighter if you spend time in the sun. So like in the summer, your hair will lighten. My hair definitely does that. Hair texture, likely straight or wavy. Okay, this is a bad example because I did this on purpose. I took a shower yesterday and then I French braided my hair, and then this morning before I went out with my sister, I took it out of the French braids, and so it's like this. If given the choice, this is how wavy, crimpy my hair would be all the time, but whatever. My hair is actually naturally a lot more straight with just like a few waves, I guess. So yeah, that's accurate. Hair thickness, less likely to have thick hair. I disagree. Like my hair is really thick. Like there's no extensions, no nothing. It's just real thick. I've always had thick hair. Everyone's always commented on like how thick my hair is and how great my hair is. Light or dark hair, likely dark. Yes, this is my hair. I've never dyed it a day in my life. I kind of wanted to in high school, but then I was terrified of never getting back this color because, okay, not great lighting, but I really love the color of my hair. It's just super, super, super dark brown. Misophonia. Average odds of hating chewing sounds. 99.9% of the time it doesn't bother me, but I can think of like maybe 2 times in my life where I've been like, that's really annoying, could you stop? Mosquito bite frequency, likely bitten more often than others. Girl, I get eaten alive in the summer. I never understood because I just always seem to have more mosquito bites than everybody else. That's why. Also, I have no self-control, so I can't stop myself from itching them. So I have lots of mosquito bite scars. It's great. Motion sickness. More likely to experience motion sickness. I've never had motion sickness, actually. Like, it doesn't really seem to bother me. I do, like, on roller coasters, kind of get, like, you know, like, feelings in my stomach, but I've never been, like, sick. My dad started developing motion sickness as he got older, though, so maybe it's a thing. Oh my god, I've been at this for almost an hour. Let's see how long it is after editing. The first half's going to be edited a lot, so hopefully it's an okay length. Newborn hair. Likely little baby hair. Yeah, I didn't have very much hair at all when I was born. Insert adorable baby picture here. Okay. Photic sneeze reflex. Oh, that's when you sneeze if you like look directly at the sun. And I am likely to have that, which I do. If I can't sneeze, I look at a light and usually it works. Sometimes it gets away from me and that's so annoying. Red hair. Likely no red hair. Nope. I guess in this light, it kind of, like the brown looks a little red, but it's not really. Skin pigmentation. Likely lighter skin. Girl, I'm a ghost. Stretch marks. More likely to have stretch marks. Yeah, like I get stretch marks at the drop of a hat. Maybe that's because I'm a little chub, but like I get bad stretch marks. Sweet versus salty. Likely prefers salty. Not even close. It's probably my dad's fault, but I am ridiculously addicted to sugar. Seriously, all the time. My husband's like, do you need me to bring anything home? And I'm like, something sweet. Although I do have like specific moods. Like I either want something salty or I want something sweet. Like there's no in between. And I know what I want. Guys, we are closing in. It's almost over. Promise. Okay. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, toe length ratio. I hate feet. I'm not going to show you this because feet are disgusting. Likely big toe is longer than the next toe. That's untrue. Wake up time. Likely to wake up around 8:02 a.m. I don't right now because of my sleep schedule. But yeah, up until I worked third shift, I never slept past 9 o'clock, no matter how late I stayed up. I was always kind of a morning person. And yeah, I'd say 8 o'clock is a good wake up time for me. Widow's peak. Likely no widow's peak. I do not have a widow's peak. Look at that nice hairline. So that part's over. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so that's cool. I could like keep track of my blood work and gain health insights if I put in lab results. So you can keep track of like blood lab results, but you have to add those yourself. That just doesn't, because you don't give them blood, you give them spit. Gross. Okay, so there's like communities based on your genetic results that you can join. So like if you have ADHD, if you have depression, if you have insomnia, if you have migraines. That's kind of cool. Let's look at the family and friends tab. Let's see who they got. Okay, it's taking forever to load. Update. After this, I'm not getting anything else done. I'm gonna lay on the couch and cuddle with these monsters. Oh, okay, so the first one is my cousin. My dad's about to get a kid though, so he'll be on there soon too. That's exciting. So my first cousin is my first result. That's cool. I know my uncle did one too, but like I'm not genetically related to him, so he doesn't show up on my list. That's so sad. And then after that, there's just a lot of people that I don't know. I literally don't know any of these people. I do recognize some last names, but I don't know any of these people. It's weird because there's like a lot of names that I don't recognize too, so I kind of wonder if they're related on my dad's side or my mom's side. And it's so weird to me how like they match you up with these people, like because you share so little DNA. My first cousin that's on here, we share 15.7% of our DNA, like 39 segments. Like that's a lot. But then it goes down to like third to fifth cousins and you share 0.36% DNA. Like that's crazy. Like you share 4 segments. So you're related. Like that's so crazy to me, like that they can match people up like that. It's just really interesting to me. Okay, well, I guess that's all for this video. I hope it's not too terribly long. I hope it's not too terribly boring. I don't know if I'm even gonna put this up. It's because I feel like in the beginning it was really boring. It might have gotten better towards the end. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put my code in the description and you should go get a DNA kit. You should let me know in the comments when you do, and you should tell me all about your results. Ooh, wouldn't it be fun if we were like related? Oh my goodness. Go get a DNA kit. Maybe you're related to me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you didn't come back next week for a better one, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, like this video if you did, or if you didn't, whatever, like it anyway. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. PayPal me. You know, do the thing. So, yeah, have a beautiful day, and I love you. Okay, bye! It's just crazy to me. It's just insane.